working out pretty well for the 25-year-old Thai who won it.
Coast here, so you can really feel the breeze at your back.
She says she's close, Leona Maguire.
Yeah, she's had a great year, hasn't she? She's 177th in like a traditional links. Got a lot to take in the fairway wood. You can run out of fairway on the left-hand side. She's done there, so plenty of these holes suit.
Well, she made an excellent start, but she's just double bogeyed the par 3 6th as Charlie Hull, so back to level par.
And that's the advantage you get if you can hit this cut off the 7th.
It's amazing, isn't it? And that's beautifully played, but that for par. Sound a little clunky.
That's so shit.
Apologies for the language there from Marianne.
Used to that this week and next week at Condensed.
So the par run continues, shooting a round of 74, which is outside the top 100. But Area gets herself a birdie there at 7.
Sometimes it's easy just to hit it out to the right.
Well done.
No, good save.
Yeah, little.
She's a big player for the European team. And that's why she's got great power, flighting it onto the front of this par 5.
Well, the glasses fell off.
Sounded loud, maybe it's a little bit clean. Looking to use that slope at the back.
Funny, this is where we watched her yesterday.
Yeah. Over 100 feet here for Ziganda. It's on a good line. Yeah, well judged.
Yeah, all the par 3s here, elevated tees playing down the hill.
Just can't be right of this flag. Yeah, there you go, great shot.
Never hit it.
I mean, she's a quality golfer, but it just depends on the conditions, doesn't it? And it's what you grew up in and what you feel comfortable in. I know you see many of the European players when
Mijung, MJ her. And it's a very good round of 68 that will have a nicely positioned going into.
If you had to say it, that's the area of her game which doesn't meet the high standards of her ball striking.
Yeah, that's disappointing. And that's a lovely tee shot.
As well, so into the wind, downhill par 3. Get a lot of spin on the short irons. They want to balloon. And that's exactly where she would have been aiming.
There's about 150 yards difference between the two. Here's Pedersen. This is where it all started really for her last year, didn't it? First event back after lockdown.
Yeah. Bunker on the right, 240 yards.
Well, Scotland's gone with her driver. As you said, there's a bunker down that right side, and she's just avoided it.
You would say somebody that goes out first thing. I mean, Michelle was in one of the first few groups. There was barely a breath of wind, and she made the most of it. I think in the afternoon you've got a couple of club wind out there. Straight back up the hill for Anana Rukan, winner of the ISPS Handa Invitational a couple of weeks ago in Northern Ireland.
Saw the KPMG stats there. It's great to have them on board. They've kind of a new addition only the last couple of months. I suppose Padjari is a new addition to the winner's circle, isn't she? It was a great win, wasn't her, at the ISPS Handa World Invitational, winning that playoff against first Jennifer Kupcho and then, of course, Emma Talley in the actual playoff itself. And of course, the sponsors as well are tied.
The right-hand side here.
You would think she would have a strong... Not quite. Is it going to make that slope? No.
Hold on, we spoke about the slope on the left-hand side, and that has caught it. It's a good 5 feet back up the hill to that flag. Let's try and go down right.
I mean, could you say when you go out and shoot...
2.5 feet for Patty T for a par 4. To go out in level par, front 9.
Yeah, we talk about the Dow event as well. It's a nice up and down from area. So she got 3 weeks
on the 8th hole. The players that did go to the Olympics were saying that's very good.
Yeah, she talks about how she imagines there are trees flanking the fairway.
In from Zaganda down the left-hand side, you can actually see the bottom of the flag going more straight down the green to that right hole location. I think a lot of us revert back to what we...
Good try.
Down the hill for Hull.
.500 spectators. That's all that all the tickets that are allowed now. What's the matter? She obviously wanted Charlie to hold that putt.
So I'm practicing those low shots. Yes. On the practice ground earlier, just trying to fizz them underneath the wind. And
that's a fantastic shot.
She's controlled it very... Hit something like an 8-iron. That's neither one or the other. Look at the spin on it, though.
Beat that, Patty.
That is an incredible shot. There's some great golf shots.
Back at the start, second shot at this par 4 for Pedersen. Beautifully played. After a drop shot at 10, that should get her back to 2 under.
There you go.
Well, got a bit of luck, didn't she?
Very good.
It's obviously the place to miss it over on the left. Everyone's making par. Here we go, Pedersen with a very seemingly straightforward 3.
Great shot. Get in.
Fantastic. I'm so pleased, because earlier I was saying how good her short game. But it's stone dead at 13 now. Area for birdie.
Oh, how does that not go right?
Now this is Molinaro at the par 5 for her 4. Gets herself back to level par. She played really well, didn't she, at the KPMG Women's PGA, finished top 10. Well, after that interesting second at 12, Norquist, who likes a long putt from off the green, does she? She's not that confident with her chipping. And leaves herself with work to do to save par.
This drops back.
Graham, who, if you don't know the story and what Robin was referring to when asking the question there, Michelle was playing in Finland. That's a fine shot, by the way, from Atha Munoz. She was playing in Finland at the Gant Ladies Open, and her dad.
That's actually a really good lie for Scarpnord there. So yeah, look at the spin you get. Lucky in some of this rough, and hitting the fairway bunker. It's really good putting. You see the positivity in her stroke. The greens are, well, quite green, I suppose. If any of you watched Royal St George's last month, it was brown, but start with, and then it goes downhill right to left, about halfway through the putt.
Beautifully judged. What a putt that is. For now, Reed at 11.
Not much in this uphill. Be a little bit left to right at the very end.
Well, that changes the round, doesn't it? Back to 1 over now for the English player. Mel. Just concentrate on Patty's eagle. There you go. We're seeing eagles in succession. Off the mark.
Yes.
How about that?
She's got all the shots, I think. It's a fantastic practice ground. She clears that left hip better than anybody.
Yeah, just remind you of some of the score.
And back downwind also. Makes the birdie the old-fashioned. Chola's like the Duracell building. She never stops.
She won't sit down, will she? Nice up and down for birdie. Sister-in-law's house, who's got a house in Dundee. Feeling the players have to stay within bubbles, don't they? And that might not be allowed. Now that's how you judge it.
See, having to land it right at the front of this green, and that flag's 28.
Only going to be really sorted out tomorrow. Lovely tee shot, wasn't it, from Maguire? Deserved a 2. And the Henselite fight back continues. Gets herself a 2 over. Get in, they say. Oh, get in, it goes.
Good putt.
Well, she's that. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Couple of hacks in the rubbish and then rolls in a long one. It's another very good line. Hit it. Oh, we're seeing some class shots right now. Scoutnut did find the bunker off the tee, but she is here for 3, and this is for 4. Gets herself back to level par.
Well, yeah, this group going. I mean, as I said, I saw this at the US Open. She was all over the place. This would be gaining one for par. Brilliant. And again, X4.
This is a beast today, straight back into the wind. Considering she didn't like it, it's pretty good. Have a week off and then come back and play the Scottish and the Women's Open. I mean, I'm pleased that she's playing Ladies European Tour and supporting it. These are 2 really big weeks for the likes of Hall and Hull.
Richard Tanagan.
What him?
It's the narrow side.
To the downhill par 3 16th. Excellent. Again, the ball striking clinic continues from Charlie Hull.
The hole.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, missed out at the par 5, but no mistake.
So they'll counteract.
She's got herself to 3 under. She looks dangerous. Yeah, let me know. Could easily have won. Here she is, the American.
Yeah, really good.
And she gets to 3 under par. And she is someone who's making a good late run for that. There's no DLF Golf and Country Club, is it? And then a Rukan. I mean, she putted like this, didn't she? All week in Northern Ireland. She's interested, and that's why. Again, fabulous ball striking. That might get a little closer. Very, very nice. Back-to-back birdies for Charlie Hull, who's, by the way, 4 under for this back field. One of 11 ties.
More release and come down off that slope.
Tanagan obviously can't be part of it all, but she can be part of this. The 2018 champion finishes with a birdie.
Par 3 16, Lincecum back at the slope. Keep coming.
Yeah,
found another one.
Great birdie. Good play.
Maybe going to post the best score of the afternoon if she can pick another one up. I think that one's gone through the back. Dajari Ananarukan. Beautiful. I mean, she's... There.
Rolls in another birdie pot.
Yeah, so she gets to 5 under. Really good performance this.